Hey, welcome everybody. You have been asking for one thing more than anything else, and that is a way to publish deals and coupons to your listings. Well, it's finally here. I'm going to walk you through the full July updates to Smart Directory AI, starting with the new deals and offers system for listings, plus discount coupons for your membership plans, and a stack of upgrades across your pricing page, homepage map, and business listings. So if you run a local business directory or you're thinking of starting one, deals are one of the fastest ways to make a free listing worth paying for. Businesses already want to promote their offers somewhere. Now that somewhere is your directory. So I'll show you how the features works, how to set it up, and how to use it to move free listings onto paid plans. We have a lot of stuff to cover, but before we get into that, I want to share some recent wins in our Smart Directory AI community. So I'm going to pull those up. We're going to do those first. Then we'll get into the new features, and then we'll go into your questions and all that stuff as well. First up, a big congratulations to DL. So DL reported a Facebook group win, said, hey everyone, just joined the community yesterday. This is about last week. She said, dove into the videos and applied the training. I took the exact Facebook community hub script that at Tom Gaddis and Sarah Hodge shared and posted it. Within 39 minutes, I got my first interested reply. I've not even set up the directory yet. If you're on the fence or overthinking the steps, just trust and follow the process. Imperfect action beats perfect planning. I love that saying. That is so true. Imperfect action beats perfect planning every single time. Shout out to Kim Kirkley. She did a Facebook post as well. She's new here to SaaS. She joined Facebook group. They asked me to introduce herself, so she did with her background and the fact that she's launching a directory. It's still pending approval, but she's excited to see about what's next. Thanks for sharing your journeys. It's so encouraging. This is awesome to see. Way to go, Kim. Awesome, Kim. Really excited to see this win, and way to go on taking action, right? We've also got Rebecca. She did the same thing. She started posting on Facebook group. She had 8 responses from her initial trial of the Facebook trainings. She did an update. So she's messaged 7 so far. 3 have replied. 2 had a couple of issues, but she's working through it, and she booked a call for this evening. So congratulations, Rebecca Effatori. I hope I said that right. Effatori, 5 listings claimed. This is just 2 days ago. Just joined here and thought I'd share a quick win and ask for some advice. I literally just started and built my directory. Today, I decided to test the Facebook group method that a lot of people have been talking about. At first, nothing, posted in a few groups and didn't get a single reply. Then out of nowhere, 1 group popped off and I had 5 people reply. Gave them a call, confirmed their details, got them onto the directory, and told them I'd follow up in a couple of days. Awesome work. Fantastic, fantastic work. Debbie Ray, 26 replies to her post that she made on July 29th. So this is just a couple of days ago. 26 replies. She said she's already contacted everyone at least once, made videos for the ones who responded again for more info, and sent them. One wanted a free listing, waiting to hear back from the other 5. Debbie, I hope you're on the call today. I sent you a DM. I wanted to kind of talk about this and maybe talk about what you're sending and what you're doing on the back end, and maybe we can help streamline this process a little bit during the Q&A section. So congratulations, Debbie. Excellent, excellent win. And big shout out to Carlene Hibbert. I can always tell who's taking action because they post lots of questions in the group, right? So Carlene's been posting a ton of questions. She's been dealing with issues, working through it, just keeps moving forward. So this is awesome to see. 3 people from her Facebook outreach. Thus far, she has 3 people, 2 that she's talking to tomorrow. First call, first free listing. So she had a call, she got a free listing set up. Second meeting completed, 2 listings claimed. So not only did she get people added, but she got them to claim their listings. And again, Carlene, if you're on here, we'll use this as an example too. And I want to talk a little bit about this kind of back-end process and maybe help you refine that a little bit, and we can get maybe some better results out of what we're doing here. But awesome, awesome work. This is what it's all about, right? We take imperfect action. We look at our results and then we refine that process and we keep moving forward. So excellent, excellent stuff. Congratulations to everybody who's taken action. If you've been on the fence and you're like, look, I don't know if this directory thing is even going to work for me, you can see you don't need to have a directory set up to make that post and see what kind of traction you could be in for. You could just make that post, see what kind of responses you get, and then you'll know, hey, maybe this is something that I want to move forward with. So if you're not doing the Facebook group posting method, or you've just been waiting to try it, stop waiting. Get out there, give that thing a try, start getting some traction. That's really what it's all about, right? That whole method is designed for fast traction. It's meant to just get you jump started and get you going so then you can work in the other automations and the other things that you'll be doing. I want to dive in because we got a lot of updates and features we rolled out in the month of July. I got this July update video in right under the wire, right? The last day of July, July 31st, I told Cameron, I was like, we got to get a July update video in. So the team worked really hard to get all this stuff live over the month so that we could do this. So we got it in under the wire, July updates. All right. So a couple of things. First off, I wanted to point out to some of you because, you know, I answer a ton of questions inside the Facebook group about how to do things, people wanting to know how to do this, how to do that. So I just want to remind everybody of two things. Number one, we have an amazing knowledge base. If you just go to smartdirectory.ai/help, you'll see there are topics on just about everything that you need to do with your directory and how to do it, from the websites to the emails to the listings to the workflows to the AI agents. All of that stuff is in here, plus a bunch of other information. This is also where you go if you need to reach out to our support. A lot of you probably realize when you put technical issues in the group, I know everybody's looking for a quick reply, like you're hoping you just post it in the group and somebody will be like, oh, here's the fix. Most of the time, that is not the case. Usually, we have to kind of investigate and see what's going on with the tech issue. So you'll see my reply a lot of the times is, hey, do me a favor, submit a ticket. Why do I say that? Well, because that is the fastest way to get support. Look, we've got over 3,000 members inside this school community over here, right? So we've got a ton of members in here. So when you make a post in the group, it's just easy for them to get missed. And we don't really have any way to track this stuff for follow-up or anything like that. So usually the fastest way to get support and to make sure that your issue gets handled is to go here to the knowledge base, click this green contact support button up here, and submit a ticket. That creates a ticket number. Then we can make sure it's tracked, it's followed. When you submit a ticket here, you should get an email confirmation saying that we received your ticket. If you do not, then you want to make sure and check your spam. Email has been really crummy lately, so a lot of times our messages are getting put in there. And look, if they're in there, move them out, move them to the inbox, because you don't want to miss any replies to support or any things about these updates we roll out or stuff like that. But this is the fastest way here. And then you'll see there's lots of other stuff up here too. App status, the roadmap, you can do feature requests here, the change logs where we show all the changes we roll out and stuff like that. All of that right here on the knowledge base. You can also live chat with the team if they are on at that time. So they do work in shifts. So we do a rotation of shifts. So if you submit a ticket and you don't hear back within 24 hours, usually that means something is wrong. We didn't get your message, or maybe our reply to you. This happens a lot. We get the ticket, we reply, and the people on the other end don't get it. So again, make sure you check your spam, those types of things. If it's more than 24 hours, my best suggestion is go here, submit another ticket, verify that you got that confirmation email so that we know that that ticket was logged and in, and we can take good care of it. Now, another thing I want to point out about support as well is inside your Smart Directory AI dashboard. So whenever you click this Smart Directory AI dashboard, you'll see up here at the top, there's a help option. This will take you to the knowledge base right here. And then I want to point out another little thing, but when you're in the software, when you see something like, see this businesses here, and it's got this little question mark circle next to it. If you look next to all of your major things like businesses, submissions, consumers, branding, you'll see these little question marks. You'll see plans, right? You'll see settings. And basically what that does is if you need to know something about this section, like how to do something, you can just click that little question mark and it takes you right to the section in the knowledge base that shows you what you need to know about that particular section and feature. So you can see, you know, if you're wondering like, well, how do I do something on plans? Well, if you click this little question mark next to plans, it opens up and talks about payment integration, how to edit plans, how to add plans, all of that stuff right here. So it literally is just a click away. All you have to do is click those little question marks. Now, as we move forward, we're going to be adding more of these around to different parts of the software. So make sure you keep your eye out for them. They are an excellent way to get support. Anthony says, we signed up on Monday, inquired about setting up an onboarding call since it was earlier in the day. It was informed we had to wait until the next Monday. The couple of onboarding things that we have for the software are not one-to-one. So this is a great question. I want to address this for all of our new users too, and even some of our existing users, because maybe you want to go back and revisit some things. I know maybe you did one of the onboarding calls before, but now that you've had a little more experience, you might get new information from it if you go back again. In the school group, I'm going to share my screen here. If you go up here to this calendar tab, you'll see all of our scheduled live calls. Now, we do 3 live calls a week. So we've got this coaching call that I run every Friday. Plus we have a group onboarding call on Mondays. And then we have a Tuesday tech call that everyone can go to as well. So let me just briefly run through the purpose of these calls and then show you some things in the software that might help you get onboarded quickly. As we grow, as we start to build out the team a little more, we should be able to start offering one-to-one onboarding calls and things like that. But currently, we just don't have the capacity to do that. So group onboarding call first. So it happens every Monday. When you first log in, you should see this little onboarding checklist pop up. If you don't, all you have to do is go to this notification tab and you should see onboarding training right here. And you click this little blue button and it will reopen this tab for you at any time. When you first open this up, none of these are going to be checked. And so each one of these steps walks you through not only how to do each item, but also takes you directly to the place in the software where you need to do them. So like if you're a new member and you're looking to customize your theme and navigation, on this onboarding checklist, if you click this little question mark, it will take you to the knowledge base, to that spot that shows you exactly how to do all this. You can see over here, how to preview your current site, how to access the branding, how to update the meta title, how to do your logos, how to update the content section, how to change the hero section, right? All the things you can access just by clicking that little question mark. And then when you're ready to implement, you just click this little arrow in the middle and it takes you right to the place in the software where you need to do those things. So this is onboarding system that we set up specifically to help you get onboarded smoother. Once you're done with that part, you just click the little check mark and you'll have a little tracker that will show you. So these first 3 steps will get your foundation site set up and your site live. These next 2 steps are really about customizing your outreach emails and then getting your first 100 businesses from us so that you can populate your directory with local businesses in your actual area. To get those leads at any time, you just click this little get your 100 leads bonus blue button up here in the corner. It takes you to a form. You let us know what area you're in, what types of businesses you want. Our team builds the list, sends it to you. Again, usually within 24 to 48 hours. Those are some things that we can do that we're doing on our side to help you get onboarded smoother and things like that. If you're having specific issues or more problems, please reach out to support. We will do our best to get you situated and sorted out, whether that means, answering your questions through support or maybe trying to figure out a way to get somebody on a call to help you. But for the tech issues, that's really what this Tuesday tech call is all about. This Tuesday tech call is not a training call. Do not show up to this call expecting us to train on how to use Smart Directory AI. This call is specifically here so that you can get live with a member of our team and get your tech questions answered live. So this is kind of our solution to live support right now while we're small and growing. So if you show up to this Tuesday tech call, what happens is Jason runs these. And Jason he fires it up, him and Cameron, and then people ask questions and they just answer each question until all the questions are answered. And then the tech call ends. So again, it's not a training call. It's more of a, hey, I've got a tech question issue. This is where you can show up and get that live. And then of course, on these Friday live calls, I show up, I do training, I talk about announcements, and I take questions as well. But these 2 places are probably a better spot to make sure your questions get answered. The Friday call, we kind of have a limited time frame on it. So, I try to get to as many questions as I can, but I can't always get to all of them. So those are a couple of things there that I want you to be aware of with support and different things like that, and how you can find out how to do specific things inside of the software. So now let's start talking about some of the new features and updates that we've rolled out. Okay, so first off, your homepage hero image display. So there are actually two options for this section here where I have a picture of the Vegas skyline. One is you can show a hero image like this, right? And to update that hero image, you just go, you click over here on content, and you'll see there's a spot. You can just click this and you can pick an image you have, or you can upload an image right here. The other option that you have for this area is what we call the display map. So right here, you'll see this little toggle display map, and we've made some improvements to this. So when you toggle this on, you'll see there's another toggle that's automatically selected that says show business pins on map. What does that mean? Well, that means it will show what looks like a Google map with the little red pens all over, but all of those little red pens are the listings on your directory site. And so if someone clicks one of those pens, they will be taken to that business's listing. So what does this look like? Well, if I go over here, I've toggled it on, I'm gonna refresh, and you'll see this is what that looks like. Now, I have a lot of businesses on my directory site. That's why you see so many. This really isn't the most efficient way to find a listing if you have a bunch of businesses. What I mainly like this for is kind of the social proof aspect of it. Like when someone comes here and they see all these businesses and their area that they're in listed on your directory, they go, oh, this is a legitimate thing. Like, wow, look at this. And they have no way of knowing what your relationship is with these individual listings. As far as they know, they could all be clients or have all paid to be on here or whatever, right? So to me, this is a really kind of great social proof type of aspect. So one, you can just turn this on. Do need to have the Google API connected for this to work. And then in the back, you can also set some different things here now. You can show all of your businesses, or you can just show a set amount. Now you'll see the Google API will tell you what your estimated cost is based on the pins it creates. So I just like to toggle this until I'm at a spot where I hit 0. Because again, I have so many businesses. If I showed all the businesses on that map, it just looks like a red dot mess. So I toggle this back. Again, I'm not using this so much as a search function as I am as social proof of the businesses on the directory, if I have it activated. So that's one thing you can do. You can decide how many businesses to show or not show. You can also pick the zoom of the map. So right now I have this set to the closest, but I'm gonna pop it back to the furthest away. You see it automatically updates when you do that. And now if I refresh, and you'll see what I'm talking about, even with the farthest away zoom, like it just looks like one pin, right? You can't realize there's 1,300 businesses there. So as you bring this in closer and closer, like here's the default, you'll start to see what I'm talking about when you have lots of businesses on your site, right? Like here's the Las Vegas area, but I mean, look at all those pens, right? There's not really any good way there. So that's why I set this all in for the closest. And then a person can obviously grab this map and scroll over and up and down and all those things as well. So you can now control a homepage map zoom, right? You can display all pens or just the number of pens that you want. And you can, I already talked about the default zoom, okay? So that's one improvement here. And then if you want to switch back to your hero image, you just click this display map off. And then when you refresh, you will then again be showing your hero image display map if you want. Can you filter by business type? On the homepage, Gerard, yes. So if you, where do you mean for the map specifically? So the map isn't really a search function. So you couldn't just show all the plumbers on this map. And if somebody wanted to search your directory, what they would need to do is click this little search bar up here. You know, they could search by, let's say, plumbers, and it will pull up the plumbers, right? And it will pull those up. You can do it by category. You can do it by location, things like that. If you want the search bar in this area, then you do have to have the display map off and the hero image selected, and that shows the search bar right here, okay? And if you want to find just like, here, let me go over here. If I go to just like roofing, this pulls up all the roofers when they select that. These are just the roofers. Now, one thing I want to point out, because I saw somebody asking about this is not an actual page, okay? Like, these pages are created dynamically. So when you add listing labels to your businesses, whatever listing has roofing will just show up when somebody clicks roofing, right? So this is not an actual page that can be edited. It's a dynamic creation of all of the listings that have this listing label roofing in your directory. A couple of other things here as well on the homepage for updates is we've now added an opt-in. So you can see it right here, get the hottest deals from your favorite Vegas businesses. And this connects to a Go High Level form, so you can start to build an email list of consumers, not just business owners, right? So this would be for people to get your deals, maybe your newsletter, different things like that. And you set this up in the dashboard of your directory. So if you go to branding, homepage opt-in, there's a new section on content called homepage opt-in. You can select a image. You can see I don't have an image selected for mine, but I could have an image behind that so that it's not just all white here. It would look more like a separate section. And I guess what you could do if you wanted, so you can, again, choose the media that you want here. You can set the headline text right here. You can set the subline, and then you just connect it to the form that you create in Go High Level, and you're good to go. You can also change the order of where this is on your directory site by going back to the General tab, and you'll see we've got this section here called Homepage Sections. You can turn these on or off, so you can show them or not show them, and you can drag and drop to reorder them. So like if I wanted this opt-in right now, you'll see I've got it right below my description section. But let's say that I wanted to put it below my deal section, which we're going to be talking about in a minute. Here's the deal section right here. If I just grab this and put it under deals, it automatically updates. And now when I refresh, you'll see instead of that opt-in being here, it's now right after my Vegas deals and steals right here. So you can reorder and show or not show all the homepage sections, whatever you want. And if you ever get messed up and you just want to set it back to default, you just click this. Now, let's talk about listings on the front end of the site. So whenever you go to a listing, we've now added in the upper right next to the follow button, a share button. So you can click this, a person can click this and share this specific listing. Now, I want to talk about this too, because we don't really talk about this button very much. What is this follow button? When a random person comes to your directory and they create an account, which we call a consumer account. Once they have an account, and if they're logged in, they have the ability to follow businesses, and they will get updated in their consumer profile account when the business posts blogs or deals or things like that. They can go in and check up on their businesses. So if I go to my profile here, you'll see there's a tab called Followed Businesses. These are all the businesses that I'm following, right? So I can just go in here and view them, check them out, all that stuff. So this is not for the business owner. This is for the consumers that come to your site that just want to follow businesses and stay updated on what they have going. That has been there for a while, but we don't talk about it that much. But now next to it, we've got this share button that you can do right there. Another big thing we've had for the individual listings is the custom AI orb agent. So if I click on this plumbing listing, you'll see right here in this right-hand corner, there's this floating orb. This is actually a custom voice AI agent for this specific listing. This is not the AI agent that runs my directory site. I built this AI agent specifically for this business. You create it just like any other AI agent. So you go into AI agents and you go to voice AI and you create an agent. So you see I created this Plumbing Solutions Nevada. I actually trained it on their website and other things like that. So it's already in here, right? So there's our Plumbing Solutions Nevada AI agent. Once you have the AI agent created, then you have to create the little orb for the person to be able to interact with your voice AI agent. And you do that by going into sites and you go up here into chat widget and you just click new and you're going to create a voice AI widget right here. And when you do that, one of your options for widget placement is sticky or embedded inline. So you select the embedded inline. You can either display it as an avatar like this or as the visualizer. So let's set this one up and you'll see how it changes on the front end. So you click save, and then all you do is take this code. So there's this little button that says get code. You click that, you copy this code, and then you go over to that listing. So we're going to find that listing in our businesses. So I'm going to go to businesses. That's a premium listing. I only have this available on my premium account, so you can see it right here. I click the little pencil to edit, and then I'm just going to scroll over to custom code. And then at the bottom, there's this third one, embed code. Just paste that code right here in this box and click save code. And now when you go to that listing, you'll see it right here. Now I changed it, so let me refresh this and you'll see, that only the orb embed works on there. We're going to change it to orb. We're going to save. We're going to get the code. We're going to copy that. Then we're going to go back to that business's listing. And then let's see, it's a premium account. I'm going to click edit. I go over to the custom code area. I scroll down. I'm just going to paste that right in there. Click save code. So I'm going to go to the Cheesecake Factory because I have one set up here. So yeah, you can see it right there, right? So it'll pop up just like. And now this again is trained on that specific business. It's not connected to your directory. Let's get down to the plans. We've made lots of updates to our plans. So I'm going to show you this from the front end, and then we'll talk about these updates. So as you can see, I've changed the name of my plans from plans to get listed. I'll show you where you can do that here in just a minute. But when I click on this, you're going to see a couple of things. Number one, I've got a custom headline here. And number two, these are now highlighted. I've got little badges for them right at the top. And also, if I scroll over these things, you can see it says what you get when you scroll over these. So these are some of the new upgrades to the plans section feature. So I'll show you how to add all of this stuff in. So the highlight and the banners. So in the back end, you go to plans. And when you click on a plan to edit it, you're going to see now you have this plan badge and you've got the highlight border color, highlight background. So over here, when you put whatever text you put here in the plan badge is what shows up here in this little button or kind of like badge at the top, right? And then you select the color of that badge right here. The background is for the entire little section right here. So you can see I have the free and the high roller. They've got this kind of silver background, and I made my best value one a white background so it kind of pops out. And I did different highlight colors. So you can just set that up right here. And then once you're done, you just go over and click submit. And then your plans will look like this as well. The way that you edit this ready to go, right? So you can say I'm doing Vegas themed is under advanced settings. There's this plan page needs help. Click this down and you will see here's the plan page headline. Whatever text you put in here is what will be reflected up here. You may also know that whenever there's a little button, if they don't upgrade to premium, when they log into their account to look at their business, that gets this upgrade button. And if they click it, they're dropped off right here to the upgrade page where they can select a paid plan. Now, whenever someone claims a listing, they are also dropped off on this page. So they claim a listing, they're immediately brought to this so that they can choose a paid plan if they want. You now have the ability to edit this text up here as well. And so you do that, you will see it just upgrade page settings. That's what this little tab is right here, upgrade page settings. Whatever you put in here will be the headline of that. And you can set it to show your monthlies first, or you can set it to show your yearlies first. Now I have my plans, I only offer yearlies. That's why you don't see monthly here as well, right? So you can set that up there. And you can also now set up custom redirects when somebody either upgrades or they claim a listing. So let's say that when someone claims their listing, you don't want to hit them right away with an upgrade offer. You would rather take them to a page that's got some text on it, or maybe a page that's got a little video of you welcoming them to the directory and telling them if they need help to let you know, whatever it is, you can now do that by toggling on these custom redirect settings in the upgrade page settings section. So if you want to redirect a person to another page after they claim their listing, you just toggle this top one on, put the URL that you want to send them to right here. And when someone claims a listing, they will immediately be taken to whatever URL that you put here. If you want to redirect them after they add their new business. So let's say that up here, again, they go to add their business and you don't want them to add their business and immediately be hit with an upgrade offer. You want to do something else, maybe a page that says, thank you for adding your business. Now take the next step and claim your listing. Here's how, and it shows you how to claim your listing. Well, you could create that page and then you would just turn on this redirect right here and pop that URL in. And then when someone adds their business, they would be taken to a page or a video explaining to them how to claim their listing instead of immediately being hit with your upgrade offer. So you now have the ability to do that, to redirect people, whether they claim or they add their business. And remember, we already have the feature in the plan section. If somebody takes a plan, so like, let's say they take your medium plan, you also have the ability to custom redirect people here. So once someone buys this plan, you could custom redirect them to a thank you page that you created with copy from you saying, taking this on the strip plan, here's what I need from you. And there could be a form where they give you the information that you need to fill out their listing, right? Or it could be a little video of you saying, hey, thanks for taking the on the strip plan. I'm excited, blah, blah, just telling them next step, stuff like that. So you can do that from the plans page as well. But now you have the ability to custom redirect people if they claim a listing or they add their business up here. So very excited about that update as well. And then I already talked about seeing the hover text. To do that, when you're in your plan, you'll see a new item. So like when you go to your items that are listed in your plan and you click the little pencil to edit, you'll see you can now add a description. And that is what shows up on hover. And when you're done, you just click save and then update them. And one other thing I wanted to show you here is I talked about how to change this. This is not a new feature, but I know a lot of people struggle to find where you change all these things. Like you'll notice that I've changed these headlines. I've changed this one. These are all custom. This get listed is custom. It's not my pricing plan. You can update all of these various places on your directory by going into the settings tab in your menu. And there's a section called custom names. When you go to this section, you'll see this is what the default is. And everything that you see here, you can change to whatever you want. So you don't want it to say register, you can go here and change it to say something else. You don't want it to say log in, you can go here and change it to something else. You don't want it to say create an account. Like all of the things you see here in the various sections, the profile, the pricing and plans, the account actions, like you can edit all of these things and they're automatically updated on your site dynamically. So very excited about all of these little rollouts and more customization options in the plans and features sections here. I'm going to talk about deals next, but first I want to talk about coupons, and I want to explain kind of what the difference is between coupons and deals and when and where you would use each one. So first off, coupons are for you, the directory owner. Deals are for your listings. So a deal can have a coupon. Like they might, it's going to be a special offer. That's why it's a deal, right? Like if you look at my site here, you can see here's an AC system check deal. Here's a brake system check deal. Here's a lunch special from the Cheesecake Factory. So deals are special offers that your listings can add to the site. They show up on the homepage and they show up on their individual listing. So this is one of the updates that we rolled out. If I go to the Red Rock Auto Repair listing, you will see down here is our deals in the sidebar, and they show right here. The business owner has the ability to change these and update them themselves in their own account. You, the business owner, can update these as well. I'm going to show you these next. I just want to kind of show you the difference. So these are deals. Deals for your listings. Coupons are for you, the directory owner, to offer special deals on your upgrade packages. So in the Facebook group posting method, one of the things that, Sarah does and the other members are doing is they're offering a founder's discount. So they would say, like, I'll just use this as an example. Normally my high roller plan is $6.99, but I've got 10 special founder spots available where you can get the whole thing for $209. Now, I can let them do that by just creating a coupon code that they enter at checkout. So mine is founders. So if I type in founders and I click apply, oh, my founders code is invalid. Let me go back and check this out. Here we go. So to get to coupons, you just go to your plan section and you click on coupons. So here's my founder plan. I'm just going to create a new coupon so I'll show you how this all works. So you'll open up this little window. This gives you kind of a display of what the coupon is. This does not show up anywhere on your site. This is a code that you give out. So we're going to do summer sale. We're going to make the code summer, and then we're going to set our discount type. So we're just going to say fixed amount. Let's just take $400 off of the plan. So I can set the amount. I can set the currency. I can let them use this one time. I can make it repeating. I can say forever. So for instance, if I say, look, if you sign up today, as long as you stay active, you'll never pay more than this. That's forever, right? Or repeating. Then I want to select the plans that it applies to. So I don't want this to apply to monthly plans. I only want it to apply to yearly plans. And then I can set the max redemptions right here. So like if I set this at 10, and then I can set an expiration date if I want, and then I just click create coupon, and now that coupon is active as well. What do you guys think about that? I mean, how easy is that to create a coupon? And now you can hand that out to business owners, or you can send that in an email and they'll update it, right? And again, this is how that works. So whenever they go to your paid plans page, let's say that they pick this one, the high roller plan, they go in here, upgrade now. Now, the reason I do a percentage is I don't want someone to be able to get this plan completely for free, right? So I typically do a percentage, not a fixed amount. But I'm just showing you this as an example. So if I go in here and I click upgrade and I put that coupon code in, summer, that we created, and I click apply, you can see it says it's applied. And if I scroll to the top, it actually shows them, here's the regular price, here's what you got, and here's the price that you're paying today, right? So very, very awesome to see this in place. Again, coupons are for you, the directory owner. Deals are for your listings. Now, to create deals, you go to the listing that you want to add a deal for. So we'll just say this Red Rock Auto Repair. You go to the deals section. Now, if you go to a business and you don't see deals in the menu, that means you don't have deals activated for that specific plan. If you want free listings to be able to have deals, you have to add that to your free plan. All of these things you see here are controlled by you. You decide what is available and what is not based on the plan that they're on, free or one of your paid plans. So mine is only available for paid plans. So you go here and there's a section called deals. And to add a deal, you just click this. You can add a title. So you put the title in here. You can select an image from their Google business profile. So you click image, you go to Google Images. This pulls up all of the images on their Google profile. So like I might set this one for like a break, and then I could just say use selected, and it would add that image for this deal. I can set the slug. I can set the price, the discounted price, the start date, the end date. I put the URL that they go to for the business to redeem the offer. And then I can change the button text as well right here. And I can put in my own description, and I just click save deal. If you want to edit a deal, like these deals have expired. So let's say that I want to edit them. So I can just go in here, click the little calendar, I'm going to make these good until August 31st. I'm just going to click update deal. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. You click the little pencil so you can edit any information that you want here and just click update deal and it updates them, right? So that's how you can edit all of that stuff for the deals. So again, deals are for your listings, coupons are for you, the directory site owner. By the way, here's some new things on the deals section itself as well that you've been asking for. You'll see on the deal cards themselves, we now include the business name, right? We've also made this more prominent on the individual listings by putting it in the sidebar. And you have the ability to, you see mine, instead of saying visit offer, says view deal. You now have the ability to edit this text right here as well. All right, that was a lot. That is all of the updates that we have rolled out. All right, look, that's it. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm done. I don't want to say anymore. You guys are going to love it. So look, I'll see you here next Friday. Same channel, same time, different topic. I'll take more of your questions. Make sure you show up for that. Until then, everybody, stay safe.